How's everybody doing? Get a woo woo! Welcome to Unity, everybody. I'm Anthony, and the band and I are going to do a song to help you kind of get settled and release and let go of anything that you brought with you. And you're welcome to sing along if you know the song. If you don't know the song, you don't have to sing along. You can just soak it up. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart and lay all your fears and all your doubts aside and let go of all the hurt you hold inside. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart and receive the love of all who've gathered round. For you are worthy of this gift of love right now. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Oh, who'd have known that who you are is enough? And who'd have known that you could be so loved? Well, we knew, and now you know. Yes, we knew, and now you know. And you are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Let's open up our hearts. Let's open up our hearts. Now, usually I say everybody stand up to sing the next one, but this is kind of a sit-down song, and that's not it. No, that's a good song, but that's last week, I think. That was last week, yeah. So while Bob is finding the slides for this week, this song, when was that? In the spring that you had your thing at your thing? Was it the summer or was it? Oh, that was the spring. When you had the sort of unveiling of the space or whatever, right? Like May? No, it wasn't. It was August, really? Okay, anyway. See, that's why we have each other. Because well, that's why I have other people, because I can't remember anything. Anyway, a few months ago. No, it was before that, because didn't I do this at the Unity conference? Or no, wasn't it after you? Anyway, Susan had a little thing at the land at her divine feminine space there. And anyway, so a few people were there, and we did a whole thing together, and there was like a vibe, and then I had to go, and I had to drive way down, I don't know, past Okotoks to see a friend who was doing a thing. So I had this long drive afterwards where I was just sort of still in the zone, kind of buzzing after the meditation and all that stuff. And so as I'm driving, this song started coming to me, so I just had my phone there, and I started to record myself singing this thing, right? And then later, actually, this is March. I must have been there before that. I wrote this in March. I'm losing my mind.
Wasn't that our unity
Anyways,
conference?
so that's where this song came from. I think it came from, unless I'm getting mixed up with a different song. Was it March? No, it wasn't March.
The unity conference.
Anyway, this is a song that I swear I wrote this in the car after going to Susan's place. Seriously, this year has been so intense. Like I can't even keep track of what happened when. All right. Anyway, this one's called "Am I Listening?" Is it up there now? Oh, fantastic. Let's do it up here. Am I listening? Am I listening? Am I listening to the voice of God? Am I listening? Am I listening? Am I listening to the voice of God? Because that voice troubled and restless mind, and there's a choice in every moment. Will I listen or will I hide? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening to the voice of God? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening to the voice of God? Because that troubled and restless mind. There's a choice in every moment. Will you listen or will you hide? Are we listening? Are we listening? Are we listening to the voice of God? Are we listening? Are we listening? Are we listening to the voice of God? Because that voice all our troubled and restless minds, and there's a choice in every moment. to stand up. We're going to do I release and I let go. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Here we are, listening, and open to the Spirit. How wonderful to have you all here, joining together to live into the messages of the songs and the spoken words and the conversations that we're going to have today. My name is Alara, and I'm delighted to be your Sunday experience guide today. I see some faces I am not familiar with, and so welcome to those who are new, at least to me. If you've never been at Unity before, we're so delighted that you're bringing your energetic frequency here to add to this collective creation of energy that we call Unity of Calgary Sunday experience. And we know that wherever we are on our spiritual journey, we are always welcome here. You are welcome here. Let's begin by affirming the prayer for protection out loud together. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And I invite you to close your eyes or softly focus and rest into that. All is well. Perhaps with the next couple of breath cycles, embracing to the best of your ability the embodied knowing all is well. I am my I am presence. I am an expression of the eternal source. Right here, right now. I know this to the best of my ability in my bones, in my blood, in my energy field. I know that I know that I know. And let's take that knowing into our affirmation, Unity of Calgary commitment. As you look up, you'll see this commitment. If it feels appropriate, please say it with me. Unity of Calgary is committed to life in the vibration of love, and I too am committed to living in the love vibration. And again, if it feels comfortable to close your eyes or softly focus, and to be the vibration of love to the best of your ability right now. And we're going to sound together. We're going to sound together the hum. The hum of creation. Some say the precursor to Om. And there's an opportunity to fully embrace the hum of life, the creative life force that we are, and collectively send out a wave of love vibration into the field, out into the entire world, blessing all who wish to receive it. And so for 5 cycles, let's hum together and be the vibration of love actively right here and right now. Hum. And we know that will continue even as we are focusing on other things. Our creative essence never goes anywhere. Let's have a listen to the Daily Word as Susan Cullen lets us know what that's all about today.
All right. Thank you, Laura. The word today is protected, and it is inspired by Psalms 91:11. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Protection is more than physical safety. It is the deep assurance that no harm can befall me at the level of spirit. I am guided and sustained by the infinite intelligence and love of spirit. This protection is not fear-based, but instead is faith-based. A deep understanding that no matter what appears in the outer world, the Christ presence within me is my enduring spiritual protection. This awareness helps me put the news of the world in proper perspective. How relevant is that for today? As I align my thoughts and feelings with spiritual truth, I feel safe. Affirming divine protection allows me to live boldly, knowing I am not alone. I believe in the prayer for protection, which assures me I am surrounded, enfolded, and protected by the presence and power of God. And the affirmation is, I rest securely, knowing I am divinely protected.
And this brings us to where we get to enjoy Anthony Burbage and the Unity Band singing Worthy.
I was just going to write down a song idea, but... all right. I can't even remember when I wrote songs, so how am I going to remember that? Because it's like these little tidbits in what you say, and so on, and then I'm like, oh, that's a song idea. One thing I learned years ago, is that if you have the idea, then you have the song, right? This is the principle. There's a woman named Sheila Davis. She's passed on now, but she was the songwriting professor at the College of Berkeley in Boston in the States. And she wrote this book called The Craft of Lyric Writing, and one of the central principles is like creative people fumble around a lot trying to like cobble stuff together, but if you have the idea, then the song writes itself. So once I sort of dialed into that concept, I stopped trying to force myself to write songs, but as soon as the idea comes, you just have to like catch that falling star and write it, right? And then you got it, right? So anyway, that's probably what happened with this one too. I can hear a song within me, and I know that song is a memory of home. I can hear my spirit singing as I give the world my soul's true song. And I sing, I'm worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my song. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my song. I can feel the life within me, and I know my life was meant to be lived. And as I feel the love come through me, I can see that love is my gift to give. Because I'm worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my love. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my love. If you don't open wide, let your brightest light shine, oh then no one will know what you might have been. And you are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy of your life. You are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy of your life. Sing with me, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my life. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my life. Oh, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my life. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my life. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my life.
Isn't it lovely to be reminded of that? And isn't music such a wonderful way to feel that in our whole being? And a wonderful lead into Ariana Brackenbury's talk, our speaker today, who's speaking on release, surrender to the divine plan. Ariana is a heart-centered mentor, pilgrimage, facilitator, and spiritual coach who is deeply dedicated to inspiring others to listen to the whispers of their heart and step more fully into what is calling. So I'm interested to see what she has to say on the subject of release, surrender to the divine plan. Please help me welcome Ariana Brackenbury. Whoops, you got it upside down. Okay.
Just start over.
Is there a little glitch here?
There we go.
You go. That'll
Oh,
be
perfect. Thank you. Wow. So lovely to see your faces shining bright today. I am always surprised what Spirit has up its sleeve when I'm about to do a talk at Unity and I have a plan. Anybody that's ever spoken up here knows exactly what I'm talking about. So today, or last night, as I was rehearsing and going through the talk, I kept getting these 3 words: hold the line. And I can feel that emotion coming through with that phrase because it shifted dramatically the talk itself. And I'm reminded for what's going on the planet today, where there's so much discord, there's so much chaos. So what is our role to do as we're navigating these times on the planet? It's hold the line. Mary Magdalene, as she watched her beloved on the cross, had to hold the line. She had to let go of anything within herself and be there for that person to hold the line. We are being called today to hold the line for this planet. We are being called to a higher place, to let go of doubt, to let go of fear, to release those pieces inside of ourselves to keep us safe, and to know inherently within ourselves that we are here to hold the line. Take a deep breath and feel that inside of you. I wasn't always confident that I could hold the line. I think most of us could understand that. In fact, my journey has been gone from when I was 52, having no God in my, well, when I say no God in my life, you know exactly what I'm talking about. No awareness of God in my life. And that time, my husband had a heart attack, and it was the beginning of me having to release a life that I was attracted to, that I was attached to. He went into the hospital with the sense he was coming out in a week. It ended up being 8 operations and 4 months before he passed. But during that time, because I had technically no God to talk to or any thought that I could actually help, it was my assignment to make sure that he got out okay. I was the one in charge. God didn't have any space in there, but I was the one in charge. That didn't go well. So through that process, what I realized is I thought that he had so much in him left that it was like he couldn't go yet. He wasn't done. My version, not God's version, was that he needed to stay and give all his gifts out to the world. I have my crown on, my Savior crown. Anyway, that didn't work out so well, and about 5 weeks in, he had some trauma. He was in a state where he had to go to ICU, and he had to have an operation to remove part of one leg, part of the other, his chest bone. At that point, I moved from being the one that was by his bed every night, watching over him in the hospital room, to taking a deep breath as he went into ICU, was intubated for several weeks. At that point, I had to release that assignment that I had given myself. I had to let all that go and allow the journey was what the journey was. It wasn't my job to save him. It was my job to witness and be there. In our lives, then we have all those times when we feel like we have to fix people, or we have to make their lives a little different because we see in them something, but it's not our job. After that time, after he had passed, the day of the funeral was really the day when the Spirit opened the door for me, or should I say, some magical thing happened. I walked into my bathroom the day of the funeral. My contact lens case was upside down. The contacts were right underneath. And those who know me as a logical left-brain computer programmer, I did not try and figure that out. I looked at that, and automatically out of my mouth came, "Oh my God, you're there." I had no idea where there was. I hadn't even thought about there. But all of a sudden, that I didn't have to think about it. That came right through me. I knew instantly. I don't know how he could have done it in the state. He didn't have any legs left, frankly, how he was going to do that. But he had enough around him that they made that happen. So a door opened. A door opened. I didn't even know that there was a door to go through, and I had to walk through. And all of a sudden, I'm starting to come into awareness that there is more to think about than I had previously thought. Fast forward a couple, probably all the teachers just came into my life. I didn't have to go looking. I didn't go on Google. I didn't find the teachers. Where am I going to find all these people that are going to teach me about this spiritual shit? So I just led the same kind of life that I always had led, but all of a sudden, I am just people come to my door. Somebody gives me a card. I sit with it and I say, I think I'm supposed to phone this one. Okay, so I call that one. So I think that's releasing of that sense of control and just allowing whatever comes forward to say yes to. There's a movie, The Yes Man. I think that's appropriate for that. So about 15 years later, all of a sudden, I thought I'm going to write some software to save the planet with Kyoto. And I was thinking I was pretty smart. I'm going to do this software. And what happened was I spent 2 years working on that software. The oil and gas industry went down. We couldn't sell anything, and we had to close the doors, but I lost all my savings. When I say all my savings, pretty much 90% of my savings were gone. And I had to start to look at, I was in this beautiful home with a beautiful garden, and I did not want to release that home. There was no part of me that wanted to release that home, because I didn't have any sense of what would I do if I didn't have that. My identity was tied up in this home where I had spiritual gatherings. So pretty soon after I lost my savings, I realized that I had to sell the house. I had to let it go. And it was difficult. And yet, it was exactly what I needed to do. God's plan, not my plan. So I put the house on the market. And I had enough money to last for 2 months to pay the mortgage. And I was like, how is this going to work? Because they're going to come and take my house. But suddenly, every month, I could roll over some money, and I had enough to last till the house sold. But then what happened was, no plan again. I get in my car with my dog, and I have no idea what I'm going to do next. Like, God is supposed to send me the memo, right? Like, seriously, they have technology up there, but no memo. So I get in my car, and I end up in a Soyuz at my stepson's vineyard, and I'm on my knees on the earth, connecting into spirit. You know how zen it is to go down rows and rows and rows and rows of wine and just trim, and there's no thought. It's just like move, just go to the next spot. And I began to heal from that time where I had lost what I felt like I had lost so much, which is not really true. And all of a sudden I was going one day to a physiotherapist because I'd also been in a car accident. It was a busy year. And so she says to me, we're in the midst of this, and she said, have you ever thought of walking the Camino de Santiago? And I'm like, whew, done. That's the next step. So we don't get the memo 3 months ahead. We just get the memo when we're ready to get the memo. So I knew that I had already planned a trip in Ireland, a spiritual journey that I had paid for years before. So I decided I would do Ireland, walk the Camino of Santiago, and then go to Bali, and it would be 100 days. My drink, pray, love journey. And off I went. And it was painful because I went a month before, so I never trained. I just went. I got that message, go to the Camino, and done. Gonna do it. And it was quite an amazing journey. By the time I came home from that journey, what was interesting was I looked like I'd lost 10 years. Like my face was full, rested, revitalized, ready to move on to the next thing. And so I get home, and of course I don't have a house. I have no quote home. And I put an ad on Facebook. Keep moving this down. I put an ad on Facebook that I needed to find a place to house sit. And in 3 days, I'm house sitting in a $3 million mansion for a year. That clearing of the energy allows more abundance to come through. So from that point, I was basically homeless. Not under the bridge, no wine bottles in the plastic bag, But I was homeless, just really looking for somewhere every couple weeks or every 3 months or whatever time it was to find a place. And all of a sudden I got a message from a healer who said, I'm not going to work with you anymore. You're not grounded. So I knew I had to find a place to live. I had to commit to something. Again, it was scary because there wasn't a lot of extra funds and I had to trust. And that part of releasing the doubt that we have sometimes that we can't do something, but we're guided to actually do that. So I put another ad, my Facebook friends came through for me, and I got a message from Naz, the lady invited me to live with them in her family. And she sent me pictures, says, I want you here. Now, part of it is because my name is Ariana, and she's Persian. There was a queen in Persia called Ariana, so I didn't know that. But so she brings me in. I've been living there for 9 years, as become part of a family. So what happened next? I decided I'm going to do the Camino again. It was like, this time I'm going to train so I don't have so much pain. So I go and do the Camino again. I come back and I have a sense I'm going to start a company taking people on the Camino. So I set up, this is where Spirit really demonstrates, when Spirit really comes through and just like whaps you. So I'm on the pilgrimage, and we start in the middle in Burgos, and we head out sort of the back road, and all of a sudden somebody's calling my name. I'm in like Spain, somebody's calling my name in the middle of Spain. She says, I started in St. John. I'm here because you did your talk at the movie night, and I'm here. Thank you so much. This is the most amazing thing. You can't meet people at the mall for coffee and find them. In the middle of Spain, I'm being waved down by this person. I thought, well, that's interesting, right? A couple weeks later, I'm picking up the group, and there's a table of 4 there. And is that you? Another group, 4 people said, we came to your movie night, and we're here on the pilgrimage because you inspired us. And I thought, this is very interesting. And then I'm almost at the end. I'm sitting down for coffee with somebody, and there's this head peeking around a car and says, is that you, Ariana? And so what I came to a conclusion of that is, I have 0 faith. I have total knowing of the capacity that Spirit has to do things. They don't have computers up there, but somehow in the middle of a country with no pre-climbing, I have 3 people find me in the middle of Spain. 3 people that I had served at some level without realizing that I was serving. And it was just a magnificent experience of what I call the ETCS. Anybody curious about what that might stand for? It's the Earth Traffic Control System. And upstairs, they don't need banks of computers. They just need the things that they're up there with all their tools and their little schemy things. So that's when I became aware that I have no doubt at all that Spirit's on the team. Spirit's going on. On the planet today, it feels like Spirit has forgotten about us sometimes. It's getting pretty dark. Almost every day we see things that are happening that feel like it's getting worse and worse. We see a group of ostriches, for heaven's sakes, being shot and mutilated, and in front of, like, the horror of it. It's almost like a war zone in this field, because the plan is to eliminate all these beautiful birds. And so we have to step back from that and not get too embroiled in it. Hold the line. We have to know that all is happening. Things have to fall apart before they can come back together. So the whole, what I've noticed from that little nudge before I began this hold the line, just stayed in my mind. How can we hold the line as we navigate the fear that we're feeling from our family members, the fear that people are sending us emails, people are sending us videos to watch. This is going to happen, then that's going to happen, then that's going to happen. I do not consent to those things. That's not in my vibration. I just release all that. I release my doubt. I release the need to know all that. And I trust that there's a bigger plan going on that I'm not able to see in the moment. We are moving from a third dimension to a 5-dimension reality. How many of us know what that actually is? I don't know. How do we know what we're on different timelines? I don't know. But I know that we're on the right path. I know that that's why we're here. So the next kind of the thing that moved me along in my path was I ended up doing a Camino de Santiago again with a group of 7 women. Now, in hindsight, it was a setup. You know what? Sometimes they do set you up. In hindsight, it was like if I had got the job description, I was just happy I got 7 people paying me to do this, and it's going to be so much fun. But the job description was you're going to walk 800 kilometers every day, maybe 25, maybe 30. Then you're going to check everybody in and take care of them for 8 hours. Then you're going to do it the next day, and you don't have days off. So if anybody's ever done a 3-day seminar, try 40. Needless to say, a lot of my shit came up during that trip. And there was a lot of judgment going when they perceived that I'd done something wrong. And what happens when we're judging others? We start judging ourselves. When you're judging someone, you don't really have to say anything. People know you're being judged. I knew that I was being judged. And of course, what did that do within me? It set off my own self-judgment. So by the end of that, I was done. I thought it was, I'm not doing this ever. This is never going to happen again. And I got on the plane to go home. And this is where spirit is sneaky again. I got on the plane to go home. In the front seat, like where you couldn't miss that person, is my girlfriend, June, who was going to have a party. And she's inviting me to a Halloween party. And I'm like, you know that smile that you give when you're not going to do what they're asking you to do? It's like, no, that's not going to happen. And so I had already decided that there's not a chance in hell I was going to do that. So I get down to baggage when our plane lands, and we're delayed. And she says, I've got something to talk to you about. I'm thinking, damn, I'm going to go to that party. So I go to the party. It turns out to be a kids' thing. And she sits down and says, I have a download. You're supposed to do Mary Magdalene pilgrimages. So we finish off one thing. There's a release of that energy, not doing that again. And all of a sudden, right there is the next prompt for what's next, that I was not in any way, shape, or form even thinking about doing anything next. So I think about it, and I say, I don't know anything about this. How am I going to lead a pilgrimage? But I agreed to read these 3 books. I read the 3 books that she gave me with Kathleen McGowan's series. And I said, okay, I'll do it. I do happen to have that kind of energy spirit that's just ready to jump in. So off I went. I did my first pilgrimage, and now I'm on number 7. It's been this most beautiful thing that I've done in my life. But in essence, what is interesting about it is I'm now being moved again. We don't know when that's going to happen. I never know. Like last December when I was setting up the 7 pilgrimage, I didn't know that it would be the last one. But all of a sudden I'm getting a message, put final, close it off. So that's what happens once you get used to sort of getting that nudge of what's supposed to happen. And so from that place, I've actually started an online community. I'm 75 this year, and I just started a new online community. Jumped off the cliff again. Seems like the story of my life, jumping off cliffs. And so I now created a community for Mary Magdalene, the Divine Feminine, and it's growing slowly. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. So I've moved into this deeper place of trusting in what the journey should be. And then I get into the kettle of hot water, and I figure, what did I agree to do here? It is a massive thing. I didn't actually realize when I agreed to do it how big it could be. But it's creating a container for people to come together away from social media where they don't have to tiptoe about what they're posting, where they can share vulnerably things that are going on in their life with the knowing there's other people in that same container that are on the same page with them. So that's my sort of, and how much time do I have left, Diller? 1 minute? Okay, how's that? So to sum up, everyone, are you ready? Hold the line. Watch what's happening in your life, and then hold the line. And notice when people are dragging you into a darker energy and when people are taking into fear, and you just ground and know that you're here to hold the line for everybody else on the planet. You're here as part of unity, as part of the I am presence, that I am here to do that. And never doubt that you have the power, that even one person makes a difference in that whole thing. When you're holding the line, then it allows that energy to flow outwards and put what you want to create on the planet today. Thank you. I trust and I know as I surrender, I'm falling in the arms of love. I surrender. Into the arms of love. I invite you to gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a slow, natural breath in and a soft, unforced breath out. Notice the breath already knows how to release. You don't have to tell it what to let go of. It simply does. Bring to mind something in you that feels heavy, incomplete, or unclear. Something that's nudging you a little bit. A decision maybe that has to be made. No need to divine it. Just hold it lightly in your awareness. Notice what sensations are coming up as you think about it. Gently ask yourself, is this mine to carry, or is this mine to release? And with each in-breath, allow yourself to receive support. Allow spirit to flow through you. Hand it off if you need to hand it off. Know that it's okay for you to ask. With each out-breath, offer whatever is too heavy to soften. Even a 1% will be enough for what you need. There's no need to search for the answer. If it wants to come, it will come as a feeling, a knowing, or simple peace. We release the need to figure it out. We release the need to hold on to what feels safe. And if no answer comes, that is also guidance. It means your only task right now is compassion for yourself. For the final minute, breathe knowing you are held, not through effort, but by Source itself. In closing, if there's something in your life that is changing, shifting, or nearing completion, may you know that when the moment of release comes, you will not fail. You will be held. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to come back to center. Feel your feet on the ground. Allow yourself to come back into present mode. Allow the thoughts that came up during this talk to process within yourself to see what's yours to do. Opening your eyes, come back to present. Aho.
I have heard it said to get there I'll need a goal. I have heard it said I'm the one who's in control. If I just try hard enough, well then one day I'll be at my best. And then everything I want so much surely manifest. Oh, but where's the mystery in that? So I lay down my will I somehow manage all my thoughts. Oh, then one day I'll be at my best, and then everything I visualized will surely manifest. Oh, but where's the mystery in that? So I lay down my will, and I offer up my choice. I surrender all my plans, and your voice becomes my voice. Oh, how long I have fought for how I thought my life should be, but now I see the bigger picture wasn't painted just for me. Oh, how hard I have held to a dream not meant to be. Now I see in my surrender you have a greater plan for me. And if I just let go and let it flow, oh, then right now here I can rest. And then things I never dreamed could be will surely manifest. Oh, behold the mystery in that. So I lay down my will, and I offer up my choice. I surrender all my plans, and your voice becomes my voice. I surrender all I am, and your voice becomes my voice.
Oh, thank you so much, Ariana, for that heartfelt message. It was worth you said you did a little pacing, you stayed up quite late. It was totally worth it, let me tell you. I'm so glad it is recorded for people who weren't able to be in the room and on the live stream, that they can have an opportunity. Or sometimes I go back and I listen because I know there's goodness in there and I want to really embody it. So you can watch this whole service, or there's going to be snippets of your talk on YouTube and other places, so you can have another opportunity to revisit. And thank you so much, Unity Band. Thank you, Anthony, for your songwriting genius. As he says sometimes when he's on his phone, he's not surfing the internet, he's writing songs. So I hope you were able to catch that thought from earlier. If not, oh, you did. All right. All right. I'm looking forward to hearing that. All right, yeah, hold the line. All right, well, this brings us to our time of conscious giving. And we're so delighted for all the ways that people contribute to bringing about this Sunday experience. Being here is a contribution to the Sunday experience, and we are grateful for every financial contribution that people feel called to make. So if you are feeling called today, you can put something into the offering hearts that are being sent around, or make a donation online by e-transfer, etc. And if you are new to Unity and you would, or even if this is the one time you're going to be here, if you would like a tax receipt, then make sure you fill out your information so that you can be issued a tax receipt at the appropriate time. And so together, let's stand and sing Give with an Open Heart.
I'm gonna give
I invite you to affirm together our abundance affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you all.
Now let's take a quiet moment and bring our awareness to anything that we're called to hold in the power of prayer, in the power of remembering the truth of being, that we are, that all beings are, the truth of holding the line through the heart of love. We include Unity of Edmonton and Unity Urban Ministerial School in this time of prayer focus. And if you have a prayer request for a challenge in your life or for someone or the world, or a celebration, a prayer of support, the prayer table back there, little slips of paper, I will be sending along the prayer request, just the first name or the name of the person or the situation, along to our prayer team and to Silent Unity, and that prayer will be held in the Power of Prayer container consciously for 30 days. And now, let's do our blessing for the children. That includes the children in our world, and oh, that beautiful, precious child that lives within each one of us. And together we say, we love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you exactly the way you are. And now we get to sing together, a light in this world. So if you'd like to stand, go ahead.
I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. Oh, you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. Yes, we shine, oh we shine, yes we shine so bright. Oh we shine, yes we shine, oh we shine so bright. We shine, we shine, we shine, we shine.
Wow, right. Thank you so much. And please do have a seat. As we're just going to do a summary, a quick summary of what's coming up at Unity. So today, after this Sunday experience and get your coffee or tea, or how long is it going to be before you gather in circle, Lou? Okay, so while you watch, Lou's going to be creating how do you say? Kuryata is going to be leading a chat around Advent downstairs in the classroom. So if you don't know where that is, okay. And that is based on this book, which is on the back table there, the Advent book with Love at Christmas. All right, and we've got coming up on December 14th, ooh la la, is our metaphysical candlelighting service. This is my favorite event of the year here at Unity. How many of you have been to one of these metaphysical candlelighting? So we look at the metaphysics of the story of Christmas as presented biblically, and how is it relevant to our life now? And there are all sorts of opportunities to be of service. There are candle lighters, there's setup, there's cleanup, there's all sorts of ways that you can, I think, it says be a light to, on the, be a light for the light. So there are a couple of sign-up pages over there on the desk. So if you have a look at them and feel into your heart and see if you were called in some way to support the creation of our candlelighting ceremony on December 14th. It's in the evening. There's no morning gathering on the 14th. We will be here setting up at 10:30 if you decide to be part of the setup team, but the actual event is in the evening. No live stream on that. Okay. All right, and November, oh, by the way, there's some posters back there. If you have a place where you can actually put up a physical poster, then you can take one of those, and you can invite people to there's a Facebook event page now, so you can invite people to that event page. Second Harvest. Okay, so all of the donations that night, 100%, will go to Second Harvest, which is, what's quickly that? You chose it. I wasn't here when you guys chose. They collect food that would otherwise be disposed of and redistribute it. So know that whatever you contribute that night financially will be put to wonderful use by Second Harvest. November 30th, we've got Monica Kramer, who's going to be doing, it's a 45-minute experience. We're in a circle, and she's going to have a cloth labyrinth here and guide us through a labyrinth. So Reverend Monica Kramer will be doing that. And we're going to be having our new member welcome ceremony. We have a few people who've joined Unity of Calgary, and they're going to be honored. And there'll be the Advent talks, by the way, go until each Sunday until January 4th. Until Epiphany, by the way. All right. Well, thank you so much again to our speaker and the heartfelt message and all the beautiful music that the band inspires us with. We'll be going out into the world, being the light of the world. And it's our practice here to create a circle. So we're going to create a circle around these chairs, and we're going to sing together, "Let There Be Peace." And you will notice up here is all the different ways that you're going to be able to connect with Unity of Calgary. So you might take note of that. And by the way, on the details are on the bulletin board at the back as well. Have a most wonderful day and a most wonderful week, being the light of the world that you truly are.
Let there be peace on earth, the peace
And if you can stay for refreshments and conversations that matter with people who care, that would be great. And of course, joining the Advent chat down in the classroom. Have a wonderful day.